Hi, I'm Tony Hines, and you're listening to the Chain Reaction podcast, all about supply chain advantage. Well, I want to talk briefly about the circular economy today, and particularly in relation to supply chains, and I'm going to focus on the textile and clothing industry to bring some of those things to life so that you can understand some of the changes that could be made and bring a more positive outcome for the people, the planet, as well as profit. Well, the chart on your screen right now, I put together for an article I wrote for Textiles in 2020. And you can see here sustainable textiles and clothing, and you can see the actions that we could take and the impact it might have. Obviously, of course, if we all consume less, that would be better for everybody. But if we look at some of the actions, we could reduce water usage in growth, in conversion processes, manufacturing, and in washing and dyeing. And that would release more water for drinking. We could reduce land use and the use of pesticides and herbicides, for example, in cotton growth. That would bring less damage to human nervous and immune systems, cancer, reproductive harm, obesity, diabetes, endocrine disruption, and less damage to wildlife. We could stop polluting rivers and sea, keep the water clean, stop all the plastics flowing into the water. More clean water, healthier ecosystems, better for life everywhere, less damaging. We could reduce waste from dyes, polymers, cotton, wool, and we could reduce landfill for clothing and textile products at the end of their life. We could reuse, recycle, and repurpose things. That would bring cleaner rivers, cleaner water, less sea contamination, healthier fish, reduced pollution of the food chain, less plastic waste, less hazardous and poisonous waste affecting animal and human health. We could reduce fiber waste, and we could contain fibers in the washing process. There are technologies and systems available to contain that fiber waste so that we don't release polyester fibers into rivers and water. We could have less landfill, fewer microfibers leaking plastic particles into the environment, and that would be better for everyone's health and, of course, the broader environment and ecosystem. We could reduce the use of waste from fossil fuels, saving energy, use renewable energy sources, and reduce greenhouse gases. And that would achieve all the targets that have been set by the IPCC for 2050. So we could stop or slow down climate change. We could stop ozone layer depletion. We could reduce acid rain that forms from all the pollutants that enter the ocean. We could reduce air pollution. We could reduce nitrogen, carbon, and phosphates. So those are some practical actions that we could take to achieve supply chain advantage. And why do I say it gives supply chain advantage? Well, not only does it make healthier lives, preserve the planet, and protect people, it actually lowers cost. Once the investment's been made, and once you begin to look at cost in profit terms, it will lower cost. And not only will it lower cost, but it also ensures that we preserve resources for future generations. And that's going to be a good thing. So there's lots of things we can do in the supply chain. Well, that's it from me. I'm Tony Hines. You've been listening to Chain Reaction. I'm signing off. I'll see you next time in the podcast. Bye for now.